What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 78, and today we are returning with a massive triple header with Aston Villa coming on the back of our 2-2 draw away at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, where, as you guys know, right now we are on an abysmal run of form. 2 defeats in our last 3 in all competitions, and just 3 wins in our last 11 in all competitions. It's been a really struggling run of form, and today the games are huge. We've got Spurs away at Wembley first in the FA Cup last 16. What a tough test that is going to be to start today's episode off as we try and retain our competition and make it through to the quarters. Then Southampton at home. We'll also have an academy, not an academy update, a youth scouting reports here, plus an academy update, and also Fulham at home in another Premier League battle, where right now we of course dropped down to 3rd place in the table and are 4 points off the league leader Spurs, who of course we face today in the FA Cup. So yeah, big games today, all domestically, and after such a horrendous run of form, we've got to get it right. And let's start off with a win here at Wembley. Come on, Aston Villa. And as we do dive into this massive game, it's not a real surprise we're making a lot of changes once again to formation and lineup after such a horrendous run of form to start the new year off. Taking on Spurs, who right now do lead the league. They're going for that domestic double, but hopefully we'll stop them in their tracks today. They're lining up in a 4-2-3-1, and what a side they have. It's unbelievable. Brilliant defence, fantastic midfield, and with Son on the left, Shaqiri on the right, and Ali the cam supporting Harry Kane, we know with our leaky defence, this is going to be a very hard team to stop. But as for our team going back to the 3-5-2 after our 4-3-1-2 in Madrid, and Pickford's back in goal, Carter Vickers is in to play alongside Socrates and Stones at the back, Kearney comes into the CDM role, and also up top, interesting duo, Ben Brereton on the left side, the two, and Ryan Brewster, who's played very well in this competition so far, is going to start up top alongside him. First game Spurs, they're certainly the favourites, no question, but let's upset the odds and let's get another win here at Wembley after we beat them on the opening day. Seems so long ago now when we had that opening day victory, because I guess it was, you know, back in August when we won by 2 goals to 1. Miranchuk's stoppage time winner, giving us the big 3 points, and that was supposed to be a statement victory for us. But since then, the only statements we've been making, particularly in this run of form, is that we're not quite good enough to win a Premier League trophy yet. Let's prove that's not the case in this game, as Brereton is denied by Lloris early, and a good stop there by the Frenchman. We can't win the Premier League, we must retain the FA Cup. Serge through the gap to Ben, and Ben on the turn finds space. Had a good start to the game, and Lloris with the save again as Spurs will clear it. It's been an impressive start from Aston Villa, and this is what we need. Such a terrible run of form, but right now going at Spurs, showing no fear. We are still a great team, we're just not playing great. Guerrero into Xherdan Shaqiri. And Spurs' first chance, good for here. Markham in the centre. Don't let Harry Kane get free. There's Rafael Guerrero on the ball. Lost it to Socrates. They want it straight back instantly. And now Winks receives it. We can't get a ball off Spurs right now. Winks into Ali, gets it back, shot deflected, but straight to Kane. And when your luck is out, it's really out. It's the first side of goal Harry Kane's had, but he's such a great striker. If he gets one chance, you know he's probably going to take it. Spurs 1, Aston Villa 0. The hosts go in front against a run of play. And right now, Jordan's reaction sums it all up. Winks into Dele Alli, and we made the tackle, the deflection on the shot, but straight to Kane, totally unmarked. And we are just not getting the good fortune right now. Great finish by Harry though, 1-0 to Spurs, and Mauricio Pochettino's side take the lead, and right now the misery is set to continue. We might be going out of the FA Cup. Nothing is going in our favour right now, absolutely nothing. And as Miranchuk did well to win it back there, we need something. Serge on the ball, great turn, Gnabry, Brereton, oh yes, get in, that's what we needed, an instant reply, and we get it. Ben Brereton with the finish as he makes it 1-1, and there is our response just before the break. It was really great work from Serge Gnabry, turned his man, rolled it across, and Ben simply couldn't miss. Spurs 1, Aston Villa 1, big goal. Didn't want to go into the break trailing by 1. It was a fantastic turn by Serge and really selfless play. Rolls it across to Ben, and Lloris, who made a couple of good saves earlier, couldn't stop that one. It was basically straight at him with a lot of power from Ben, and he couldn't react on time. Got a touch, but it wasn't enough. And Spurs' lead has gone pretty quickly, and we desperately needed that. Spurs 1, Aston Villa 1. Now, let's come from behind and take the lead in this game and get ourselves through to the quarterfinals. And right from kickoff, Guerrero just turned into Miranchuk. And as the Russian finds Brewster, he'll give it him back. Miranchuk. Oh, Lloris, brilliant save. He may not have stopped the Brereton shot, but he's been in brilliant form in this first half. Great save there. 1-1 at the break. We've played very well, and with second half to come, I don't see this game going to a replay. I think someone's going to win it here at Wembley. Who's it going to be? So the second half is underway. We are still tied at 1-1. And with so many big games to come next month, including the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie against Real Madrid, we don't need a replay. If we are to get through, we want to do it today here at Wembley. Come on, Aston Villa. Surge on the ball, turns, but lost out to Florenzi straight away. And as the Italian finds Paredes, Spurs will try and come forward. The one thing we don't want to lose the game by chasing it, but that's a great ball by... Oh, Brewster! Brewster with the finish. Sorry, I had to go quiet because I was just thinking, can Brewster beat Lloris the ball? Yes, he can. And Ryan Brewster, who is playing so well in this competition, justifies his selection by giving us our first lead. A brilliant ball by Serge, who's played very well this afternoon. And Brereton rolled it through. And Ryan outpaced Hugo to the ball, beat him to it just in the nick of time, and slides it underneath the Frenchman for his third goal of the competition. This is why we started him today. He loves the FA Cup. Spurs 1, Aston Villa 2. Oh, second goal. What? I'm pretty sure he scored it. No, he didn't, did he? He set up the Benteke goal, but he didn't score. Yeah, that's it. No, he didn't score at Bristol City, but he did score at Sheffield United. Okay, my bad. Second goal, but he still justifies his selection regardless. 2-1. Come on, Ryan. Actually, do you know what? I got it completely wrong. Brewster didn't get an assist in that last game against Bristol City. Check my note sheet. And it was actually Kearney from a corner, and it was also El Shami who got the assist as well in our 2-0 victory. But Brewster is on the ball here. One thing he has got today is a goal, and he's played very, very well. Lovely turn there, and a great one out towards Serge, who's also played very well today. And Gnabry finds space and finds an opening, and oh, he's found a back of the net as well. Serge Gnabry's had a brilliant game, and he's capped it off with his first goal in a while, and surely progression to the FA Cup quarter-finals. He's played so well this afternoon, possibly his best game in an Aston Villa shirt, and what a big game to put in a man-of-the-match display. Re into Serge, sends his man Walker with a fake shot, and for Hugo, Lloris has made some fine saves today, but he won't want to see this moment back again. Gnabry's shot straight at him, but just like Brereton's goal, seems to misjudge it, turns it into the roof of the net. Spurs 1, Aston Villa 3, and we are in to the quarter-finals, and my word, did we need this. Come on, Villa. It has been, without question, one of our worst runs of form in the entire series, but what a response from Aston Villa in two big games. A 2-2 draw at the Bernabeu in the first leg of our Champions League round of 16 puts us in the driving seat heading back to Villa Park. And as for this game, a big 3-1 victory coming from behind at Wembley, doing what we do best to claim just our 4th win in 12 and get through to the FA Cup quarter-finals. Great response from Aston Villa, great win for the boys. Sometimes I can exaggerate the need for a victory in career mode and say we have to win this game, we need to win this game. But the truth is, in this game, there was no exaggeration. We had to win this game. We had to get through to the quarterfinals and keep our hopes of retaining this competition alive. And this is a brilliant win. Spurs played quite well, but we were better. 7 shots, 7 on target, really lethal, and bagging those 3 goals as well. It was quite interesting because Lloris for Spurs actually made some really good saves in the game. But the 2 goals we scored with Brereton and Gnabry, I thought he could have stopped them both. Maybe not Ben's, because it was quite a close proximity shot, but the Gnabry one he certainly should have stopped. But speaking of Gnabry, he's my man of the match. A brilliant display from Serge. I thought Brewster played well with the goal and assist as well, but Serge was fantastic all game long, and his best performance in Aston Villa shirt so far. So that's it, FA Cup quarterfinals, we are there, and just delighted because we needed to win that game, and we did. However, there was a slight bit of bad news. Towards the end of the game, Miranchuk went down. I'm not sure it was including in the highlights, but yeah, Miranchuk sadly did go down, and he's going to be out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. So that is a bit of bad news. And right now, even when we get wins, even when we're finally getting results, things still aren't going exactly well for us. Miranchuk out for 3 weeks then, so Grealish will come in during this time, and we'll pop young Tyler Adams on the bench, because I really like this kid. And Grealish will fill in for the Russian in the cam role. And I think, are we going to see the scouting updates next? I think we are. There's only one game that's gone to a replay in the FA Cup. That's Chelsea versus Liverpool. When is that replay getting played? Let's quickly find out if we can. When is the replay? It's on the 3rd of March. We'll find out in the next episode who our opponents will be in the quarterfinals. But we do have a scouting update though, 3 in total, as Tyler says thank you, presumably for the game time and just being put on the bench there. And we shall find out who we have got from our next month's worth of scouting from the Czech Republic, from Uruguay. And I can't remember the other nation. It was Czech Republic, Uruguay, and Morocco, I think it was. Was it Morocco? I think it was. But so far, Czech Republic is not doing too well for us. No one picked up thus far from this nation. And, oh, this isn't good. This isn't very good at all. But hopefully, he'll improve from the 3rd month onwards. First 2's not been great. But, yeah, Morocco is the next one. He's not going to make the cut. He's not going to make the cut. These are some fun, interesting nations that we never scouted before. But we're yet to see any standouts as of yet. Just one player has made the cut. Oh, but to be fair, right on cue. Jamal Benzai looks very, very good indeed. 50, 68 overall, 67, 93 potential, and already 475 grand valuation. He'll go into our academy, and we'll take a look at him after the second game today. And the final month is, of course, from Uruguay. This goalkeeper could be okay. We'll see the scouting on for the time being. He could be all right as well. We'll see the scouting on him. Continue the scouting on him as well. So, to be fair, Uruguay is doing okay. Morocco, not terrible then. It's just Czech Republic. In the 3rd month, I'm hoping it's Czech Republic. And we can find next Pavel Nedved or Tomasz Rosicky or someone. Looks really good from that nation. So, second of the 3 games today. And it's great to be back to the Premier League and great to be back home after our win over Spurs at Wembley. And hopefully, we'll return back to Villa Park with the 3 points here in the Premier League for the first time in quite a few games and the first time since January. We are going to stay with a 3-5-2 after the win at Spurs, no surprises, but Cardi is back in goal for this game, and of course there is a change up top as Martin has come back in for Ben Brereton as Grealish fills in for the injured Miranchuk. But as for the Southampton team, oftentimes can be a bit of a bogey side for me. Struggle against them, lining up with a 4-2-3-1 with a really good defence and a great midfield and attack with Redmond on the left, Buffal on the right, Tadic to Cam, and Gabbiadini, the striker. They have beaten Spurs. We've not been playing well of late anyway. It's been quite a while since we've had a win in the Premier League. Our last came here against Liverpool in January. And the last time we had back-to-back wins, well, that was in January, the FA Cup and the Premier League, so hopefully the same thing will happen here as well. A win would be lovely, and as Toby Lewis finds space to shoot, oh, almost a perfect start, just wide. Redmond sent down the left-hand side for Southampton. 35 minutes into the game, still deadlocked at 0-0. We've played slightly better, but only slightly. It's not been a great first half thus far. Neither team has played especially well, and they can't really break down the other one. It is still 0-0. Our only real noteworthy shot came from distance from Toby. Other than that, I'm really struggling to carve open the Saints' back line. And I just can't create chances. Conversely, they can't do the same to us. So it's good to know our defense is improving, but we don't just need a draw here. We must get a win. We are 4 points behind Spurs at the top of the table. Draws are going to feel like defeats, especially at home to teams that we should be beating. And as Tadic on the ball skips inside and finds Redmond, Gabbiadini has a free shot at goal, and Icardi has to make the save. We are not playing well in the Premier League. Thank God the FA Cup is providing a distraction, because at the moment our league form is horrific. It's only a mini slump in form for Martinez, but hopefully it remains a mini slump in form and he gets it sorted and hopefully bangs in the game winner here. He's been our player of the season by quite some distance due to the 21 goals in the Premier League, but today he's yet to get going. We're yet to get going, to be fair, as a team. And at the moment, still tied at 1-1. That sort of sums our play up. We can't do anything. This Gabbiadini bent one in. What a goal from Manolo Gabbiadini. And the Saints take the lead. We can't keep clean sheets in the Premier League right now. And the Italian has just said, I saw that James Rodriguez goal in midweek on BT Sport. Let me see if I can do something even better. I gave the ball away with Serge. Dusan Tadic rolls it into Gabbiadini. Takes one touch, gets it out of his feet. And Luca Icardi just got a front row seat to the goal of the season. It's a beautiful bent effort from the Italian. And, I mean, that is just unbelievable. You can have 3 Luca Icardis in goal for that one. Not a single one's getting close to it. A wonderful goal. Southampton go in front. And Aston Villa trail at Villa Park. And we may have beaten Spurs. We may have drew at the Bernabeu. But in the Premier League right now, we are all over the place. Absolute shambles. Free kick for Aston Villa. 13 minutes to go. We must get at least a point. Barkley's going to take it. I want to dink it in, but I can't do it on the sort of the new system. Well, not new, it was here last year as well, but I can't do the little cursor. So I'll just try and float one for Benteke to run onto. In it goes. It's actually Grealish instead. Oh, Just off target. Come on, Villa. Southampton clear with 9 minutes to go, but Toby does win it back there after a poor pass, and the kid on the ball looks for space, finds it, goes for goal, drills it just wide. 7 minutes to go. It's a little late flurry of chances, but is it too little too late? Lamina for the Saints on the ball is tackled by Green, and Socrates to Barkley. And maybe one final chance. Ross on the ball, looking for Ben. Finds him, gets it out of his feet. Brereton has space. Brereton denied by Alex Merritt. What a save by the Italian as the Saints desperately try and hang on to the 3 points. I thought for sure Ben was going to fire it in, but what a stop by Alex Merritt, who may well have given Southampton the win. It's Lewis's corner. It's Benteke. Martinez can't get there, and that well may do it. Is there one final chance? Oh, it's gone out of play. It's over. I can't believe it. The terrible run of form is going to be extended. 4 wins in 13 games. It is the worst run of form Aston Villa have been on in the entire series, and we just can't get it sorted against any opposition. We are choking big time in the Premier League. 1 win in 9 and 3 defeats in a row. We are going to lose our place in this title race. It's going to be Spurs and Man City. We're all over the place. We've completely blown our game in hand. We remain 4 points behind the league leaders Spurs, and for Southampton scoring with their only shot on target, I don't know what to do, because Icardi was so amazing last season. This year, not as much. Pickford has not been as good as he was during the mini streak back in October and November. And for Aston Villa, I mean, I just don't know what to say. I give man of the match to Gabbiadini. The goal he scored was just something out of this world. You can't blame Luka for that goal. That was unbelievable. But for Aston Villa, I mean, this is just atrocious, man. I mean, 2 points behind second place Man City, 4 points behind Spurs leading the league. We've blown our game in hand, and there's not many games to go either. We're now entering March, and with 13 games left, I don't know what to say. We're choking it. We're totally choking it. So heading into March then, and just before the Fulham game, we do have an academy update so you can see how the boys are currently getting on. We need a distraction, so hopefully some good youth players provide that. Leandro Soria, that young Uruguayan, looks pretty decent, and of course Elmer Barrack still looks really good as well, that young Egyptian left winger. Hyun Ki-young is probably the standout from our academy so far. This South Korean camp, 6'3" as well, lest we forget, with some great technicals, looks great. But this is the new guy, the Moroccan, Jamal Benzaï, who is already 61 rated, 71-91 potential, a left winger, right-footed as well, and looks pretty decent already. Our first Moroccan talent looks okay, plus Abbas as well, and also Abubakar, 2 young Egyptian talents as well. So third and final game of today's episode then, after a very tough month of February, as we now kickstart March, hopefully with our first Premier League win after a winless month of February in the Premier League. And what a decision into the game, because I'm making loads of changes to the lineup and formation as well on the back of that loss to the Saints, going 4-1-2-1-2 wide for the game, and lots of change in personnel. Icardi does keep his place in goal, but about 4 is Henry, Palmer Brown, Carter Vickers and Padjak starting at right back, with the midfield quad, Green on the left, Ship on the right, Adams the DM, and El Shami starting in the cam role, because I think he deserves it after the performance at Ashton Gate. And up top together Martinez, and also our captain for the night, Christian Benteke, as we welcome Fulham, right now in 19th place and 14 points off safety. This has to be the game where we return to winning ways. Come on, Aston Villa. If we don't win this one, we're out of the title race. Simple as that. Also, I know there's been a lot of comments asking me to untuck the shirt of El Shami, so I will, don't worry. It's weird. I said before, like, I prefer the shirts being tucked in, but you guys hate it. You guys always say, untuck the youth player shirts, man. Why aren't you untucked them yet? I will untuck El Shami's next episode, trust me. But oh yes, we really needed that. We really needed that. Martinez gives us the goal. Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0, and there is the breakthrough 13 minutes in. And El Shami may still have his shirt tucked in, but Martinez, back on the score sheet, received a lovely through ball from him and finished it as well. Great finish past the keeper into the far corner. Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0. Martinez is 21st of the Premier League and just his first since Liverpool back in January. He needed that. We needed that. Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0. Come on. Right, come on, Aston Villa. A win in this game, a clean sheet in this game. That's a requirement. That's a mandatory requirement. Come on, boys. Williams to Mamayev, though, and Icardi does make the save. I just don't know what it's about us right now. We just can't seem to defend. We just can't seem to stop teams from getting shots on goal. as Hurricane was in the corner, but Luca fisted away. We're really struggling to shut the door on our opponents and stop them from scoring. And Manwev goes for goal, and right on cue, the clean sheet is gone. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We cannot keep clean sheets and we cannot defend right now. Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0, and the Cottagers, 19th place, 14 points off safety, have levelled things up already. We fist away the corner of Icardi, but it comes straight back in. Manwev found space, and it's a wonderful goal. Into the roof of the net, Aston Villa 1, Fulham 1, and our leader's gone already. We just cannot defend and cannot keep clean sheets. If we don't win this game, I don't know what to say. Fulham right now, 19th place. Benteke, play advantage there, ref, please. Martinez. Oh my word. What has happened? What has happened to us, man? Seriously? And who's that? Oh, it's an injury for Benteke as well. Nothing is going right for Aston Villa right now. Christian off. I'm going to bring on Brewster. I've left Ben out of the match day scores. He's not scoring too many goals right now. Rian will come on for Christian. Icardi's going to take the armband. I don't know what to say right now. 27 minutes in, an injury for Christian. Hopefully not a serious one, but it may well be. And Aston Villa's season is falling apart in January, February, and now March as well. Just terrible. Carter Vickers out wide towards young Tyler Adams. And Adams is away from Hurricane here. Our young DM playing right wing at the moment. Adams rolls it inside. Brewster. Oh, Martinez would have been offside anyway. But Rian does win it back, to be fair to him. Finds the youngster El Shami. The kid on the ball. Looking to release Andre Green. Brilliant through ball. Now can he finish? Green! No, denied by Bettinelli. And turned behind for a corner. Half an hour to go. That was the moment. El Shami's been great tonight. Oh, and Carter Vickers hits the bar from his corner. Cameron crossing. Cleared. And that should be Bettinelli's ball. 28 minutes to go. Come on, Aston Villa. We've got to win this. Tyler Adams through the gap. Martinez. Green. Martinez denied by Bettinelli. Come on. And here comes Fulham trying to win the game themselves here. But Palmer Brown. Oh, no. Oh, I don't believe it. Palmer Brown just got a nick on the ball. It deflects straight to a Fulham player running in. And with 18 minutes to go, Mamayev has given the London side the lead. And we may lose to 19th place Fulham here at Villa Park. It will be 4 defeats in 4 in the Premier League and 1 win in 10. I cannot believe this. Aston Villa are in the worst run of form in the entire series. It's just atrocious. The worst run of form Aston Villa have ever been in. And whilst we may be into the FA Cup quarter-finals, we may be going as far as 7 points behind the league leader Spurs with 12 games to go. Hurricane fires it wide. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what's happened. The changes aren't working. The team is horrendously out of form. Nothing is going right for us right now. It's just, we've lost it. We've totally and utterly lost it. Is there still time to claim a point? It's Eric Palmer Brown. It's 2-2. It's Palmer Brown who just stormed forward for the attack to score, I believe, his first goal in an Aston Villa shirt, and what a crucial one. Eric finishing like a striker. Aston Villa 2, Fulham 2. 3 minutes to go. Can we find a winner? Well, that should do it. There might be one final chance. No, that is going to do it. And Aston Villa have won just 1 of their last 10 Premier League games. The fans are heckling, they are booing, they're calling for my head, and I'm not one bit surprised. I'm changing the tactics, I'm changing the personnel, but nothing's going right for Aston Villa. And we may well be as far as 6 points behind Spurs with 12 games to go. All over the place. I'm very glad that Eric Palmer Brown did bail us out somewhat towards the end of the game to prevent it from being 4 straight losses in the Premier League. But it's still not good enough. A draw at home to relegation threatened and almost, well, at this rate you'd probably say, on the cards to be relegated Fulham. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. For man of the match, I'm going to give it to Mamayev. He scored a brace for Fulham and was just so hard to stop. The Cottagers, to be fair, deserved at least a point, so they definitely deserve to get this draw. But for us right now, as Spurs thumped Burnley by 5-0, and Man City beat Stoke by 3-0 as well, we end the episode right now taking a look at the Premier League table, where with 12 games to go, We are 6 points behind the league leader Spurs. We are 4 points behind Manchester City in second place right now. And we're only 5 points clear of Manchester United in 5th place. We've gone from being leading the league to title contenders to now clinging on to a top 4 place. Aston Villa's form is horrendous and our season is capitulating. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and your channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you for next episode featuring the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie against Real Madrid, where hopefully we'll get a big win there, get through to the quarters, and hopefully, finally, kickstart some good form.